How's it going, you glorious devil hunter bastards? My name is Fox Soul. Welcome back to the channel and welcome back to another video here on Devil May Cry Peak of Combat, or better known as Wallet May Cry, because it's the mobile game that is trying to do everything it can to separate you from your cash and make your wallet cry. How's it going, everybody? In today's video, it's going to be maybe a short one, but we're really going to focus. I really want to focus on how I'm developing my team, so that way, for newer players who's coming into the game, you have an idea of what maybe you should be doing, or from this video, what I'm doing that may be able to help you, right? So let's just get started real quick. So, pretty much, you started the game and you haven't got to, you got a few things unlocked, you've done a little bit, and you're developing a team. You got a couple new characters, that you want to go pull in the gacha. You got lucky. You got Endless Judgment Virgil, and that's the character you want to make your anchor in your team. There you go. And you unlock some other characters like Frosted Grace Lady or, Royal Guard Dante. How should you be developing your team? Now, I'm not going to say that my way is like the 100% best way of going around, that I'm 100% right, but this is what I've been focusing on when it comes to developing my hunter team. Currently, I am running Frosted Grace Lady, Royal Guard Dante, and Endless Judgment Virgil. This is my team, with Endless Judgment Virgil being my anchor. And there's several different things you could do when it comes to developing your character. You could develop the character normally by upgrading the character. Later on, you'll unlock the ability to awaken your character to where you can come here and you can awaken extra stats. And as long as you clear the missions for that, you'll also have the ability to where if you get duplicates, that you're able to go ahead and throw it into here to go ahead and upgrade your characters all the way from S to EX. So you have several different tiers of what the characters, and this also adds on to your stats as well. So as a broad overview, that's one way of developing your characters, as well as you'll get better weapons as the more you grind the game, the more you pull and you do the gacha, you'll develop more into that. So then you'll be changing your weapon from a basic to a pure to a legendary, and then you're going to go right into going ahead and getting a hell weapon, which is right now considered to be the best weapon, and it's only designed for the character. So each of these helps in terms of developing your character, as well as one other thing, which is the card system. The card system here, which we're going to focus a little bit on, allows you to put 4 cards that you collect. And early in the game, you unlock the ability to come here, which we'll go real quick to, which is under events and challenges. And then you come over here to the very end, you get to the slot of slaughter, right? And these cards help as well to add additional stats to your character, whether it's defense, health, critical, damage, so forth. Now, my biggest problem with this is in the beginning, the game is kind of like telling you, oh, you really want to, focus on this, it seems like. I'm going to say, like, right now, I haven't really played with this much. Every couple other days, I might come in here and, do a pull and just, I don't feel like playing a story. I'm just going to do pulls, do these missions and get some cards. But I'm not really going to focus on grinding this until we hit level 50. And the reason why I say that is if you take a look at the card slots, when you're at level 10, you can only pull basic cards. When you get level 30, you pull basic and basically the next one, which is rare cards. That's fine. When you get to level 40, you start pulling epic cards. Okay. It's not until you get to level 50 that you can start pulling in legendary cards. And it looks like when it comes down to legendary cards, it basically starts at level 50. So I would not consider really worry about cards until you get until the level 50 stat. When you get your office level at level 50, by all means, I would start focusing on hitting the slot of slaughter. So right now I'm focusing mostly on just developing my characters to the best of their ability as they are right now, but mainly focusing on just one character. And what I mean by that is if you take a look like right here, Royal Guard Dante is a prime example. You'll see that I got two little red dots telling me, hey, these cards right here, they suck. Or I need to upgrade them, or see, like right here, I don't need to develop them more. I can't develop them no more. See, they're max, but it wants me to change them. It wants me to go ahead and change them to another card, to a better card. And legitimately, I'm not worried about that. Not right now. Not for Royal Guard Dante, who's on my team. I might be worried, you know, I'll come here, for example. I'll upgrade his skills. Okay, perfectly fine. I'll come over here to Royal Guard and I will develop the character itself. I'll come upgrade the character. I'll put materials if I have materials. Do a quick ad, but like right now he's max level 45. I'm not worried about putting the best of the best equipment right now, unless otherwise I have extra of it. I'm not worried about Dante. I'm not worried about Lady on my team. I'm worried about the anchor character, the character that's going to do the damage that I want, because this is my anchor. This is the one that has the best cards on it. This is the one that when you get to the next level up, you get the Book of Demons. It's taken from the Book of Demons as well. He is the main focus on my team. I'm telling you right now, like, because when it comes to co-op missions in reality, like the boss raid and everything, you can only bring one character in. And what character you're going to bring in? You're going to go ahead and you're going to say, oh, I'm going to bring in Lady, who is for extra defensive stats or anything. Or are you going to bring in the best character you got? I like Virgil. This is the way I do it. So I focused on what character I want. The other two characters, I like to try to balance them out a little bit. But otherwise, I'm focusing my entire attention on my anchor. So if you take a look, with all the best gear, the best cards coming in right now, well, not really the best cards, but decent enough cards. These right here are legendary cards, so these are the best cards right now, technically. But with the two other cards here, all my defensive stats, it comes up to making my Virgil pretty damn fucking damage dealing and pretty damn tanky with over 9,000 health. Defensive stats a little yeah, but pretty good so far. Now, what's so good about the card system as well is that when it comes to the cards, if you got two cards right here, for example, I got two Phantoms, I got 16% extra damage as well as whatever the defensive stats, the attack stats, or defensive, blah, 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 is right here. Same thing here for the Vanguard. Now, if I had all four cards, that would be a whole totally different game, because then I would have a 4-card system. But we'll focus on the card system later on in another video if you guys want to. I kind of want to wait till I hit level 50 to make that video and really explain. But if you guys want to, I'll explain more about the card system and why it's a pertinent system for you. But in the beginning, all I'm going to tell you is just find the best cards that you can, upgrade them. Don't worry about going out your way to the slaughter of cards over there to the slot machine to try to go pull more cards. It don't pay right now. It really does not. Just focus your attention when developing your hunter team. And I'm going to say is, like I said, you have an anchor and you have two supportive characters. I look at it like Marvel vs. Capcom. Marvel vs. Capcom, if you ever played that fighting game, typically you have one character that you play, or I don't know, let's just say Dragon Ball Fighters as well, you know, a fighting game where you have 3 characters. Dragon Ball Fighters, I'll probably be able to better explain this because I played the crap out of it. My anchor character in there was Super Saiyan 2 Gohan. And then I had 2 other characters supportive, which was Goku Super Saiyan, as well as Majin Buu. The entire idea in the beginning of vanilla Dragon Ball Fighters is I need these 2 other characters to support my anchor so that way my anchor could do damage. And that's why I kind of look at it with Devil May Cry right here, is that Royal Guard Dante and ladies right here, all I'm looking for is Royal Guard Dante here to break down shields. I'm looking at Lady right here to, you know, break down shields as well as apply, you know, a slow effect with her frost. So that way, when the time comes, I could push out my Virgil, I could bring him out, he could do tremendous amount of damage, and we can fucking end the entire situation very fast. That's the way I look at it. Now, the way I'm gonna look at it, is it the right way of things? Not sure, but as a basic overview, this is the way I develop my team. This is the way I'm developing it. This is the way I think is the best, you know, for me per se. But for others, when you're going to come out to it, when you get like the Book of Demons later on, this is something that you'll be able to see. You'll be able to do the runes now, which also adds additional stats to your character, the attack, the defense, the HP. And then depending if you get the 3 runes to where you can activate, you get flaw. I did the flaw runes real quick, which increases damage of bleeding by targets by 12%. Pretty good so far, especially when the effect of Endless Judgment. This helps out my anchor character well because it increases the damage output for Endless Judgment's judgment cut with the effect. So it helps. But you're not gonna get this too much later, especially if you're just starting out. But I'm gonna tell you before the end of the video really is that when you look at it, you come here to events, worry about just playing the game, worry about doing your pulls here and there. Don't worry about coming here to challenges, do the slaughter, and come waste your time on pulling cards right now. Worry about pulling those cards at level 50. Okay? Just come here if you want to every now and then, pull a couple of cards, but focus your time really on unlocking other aspects of the game. So come over here, come to your story, your main story mode, and just do your progress. We're actually on chapter 10 right now, so we're getting pretty close ourselves. Just start unlocking everything, get this out of the way as quick as possible, do your dailies, have fun, and focus on one character in general that you like. So if you don't like Virgil and you like Nero right here, which I got an SS plus because I keep pulling nothing but fucking Neros, focus on Nero. Focus your entire dedication on Nero as your anchor character if that's the case. Develop him to be the best character on your entire team, and then focus afterwards all your resources on your 2 other characters, balance it out, and that's the way you should be looking at it. When we get to level 50, then at that point in time, we should be focusing on the entire team. That's the way I look at it, because then by that point, you start pulling in legendary cards, you'll start pulling in more resources, and then that is when you develop your full team. So hopefully this video helps out somebody out there. If you want more details or more explanation, this was just basically a broad overview. Let me know. We could go ahead and probably even go do a breakdown on the card system. What are the best cards that you should be using from beginning to end? I kind of want to wait till later to do that, but hey, if you want to, leave a comment below. Let me know what you'd like to see next time on another video on the channel. And until then, take it easy. I'll catch you on the flip side. If you like the channel, you like the video, why not consider giving it a subscribe and giving it a thumbs up on the video? Hey, if you dislike the video, give it a dislike and leave me some criticism below and tell me what I could do better. In any case scenario, take it easy. I'll see you next time. Peace.